Alright everyone, have you ever heard the expression, a fool and his money are soon parted? This is definitely true. People win the lottery. And you're a fool if you play the lottery because you're probably going to spend a lot of money over your lifetime that you'll never recoup. It's a tax on stupidity, they call it. I happen to agree. I don't play the lottery. I prefer to invest in more worthy endeavors like zeros and ones called crypto. Probably a better investment. By the way, disclaimer, that's not actually financial advice. It's meant to be a half-hearted joke. But I thought about this the other day when I was looking at you know how the corporations right now, they're all flying the gay pride flag for gay pride month? Pretty soon it'll be like gay pride 3 months or something, by the way. That's like Burger King and all these other groups. And Burger King was trolling Chick-fil-A and saying, well, we're going to donate part of the proceeds of every meal to gay causes. And one of them is, I believe, the same group associated with Drag Queen Story Hour, if I remember correctly, or something like that. So, you know, exploiting kids, I suppose. And I was thinking to myself, well, first and foremost, it's hilarious because, you know, the meat was factory farmed. The lettuce and tomatoes and shit was harvested by migrant workers making less than minimum wage, or in some cases by literal prisoners. The bread is full of preservatives. It barely even qualifies as edible. You're serving people this heart attack-inducing swill. It's exactly the same as Chick-fil-A, but you're woke. So it's a little bit different, right? People think with their stomachs and vote with their wallets, I suppose. Them, I don't know. Used to eat at Burger King a little bit. Like, it was one of... honestly, I'll give them credit for one thing, and that's the Burger King in Rutland, Vermont is considerably cleaner and better than most Burger Kings by all accounts. And the food actually looks like the ads and is reasonably good. But I stopped eating basically all fast food. First and foremost because all of these companies engage in bullshit wokeness or some form of craptivism. And I don't care about these things. And also I'm learning how to cook my own food and it's fucking better anyway. Like, I cook better spaghetti than I'm going to get at any restaurant anyway, unless it's like, you know, go to the real authentic Italian experience place. Maybe a little bit different. I just cook my own fucking steak at this point. But I was thinking, these corporations are right to exploit these people. Starbucks is right to put out woke bullshit and get a bunch of dumb hipsters in there to pay for overpriced lattes. The money is flowing to people who deserve it, namely the strong. Might is right. Like, it's going to the people that actually will use that money for good reasons, as opposed to being in the pocket of a moron who's willing to pay for $10 for a fucking crappuccino. Well, the fool and his money have been parted. Good. The corporation wins. Smart people run the corporation. I want them to have more money. I don't want it going to the government because they'll bomb people. I don't want morons to have it because they'll do that. They'll do stupid shit. Notice, not one of these hipster morons seems to understand it. 4chan understands it. The trolls understand it. The Nazis, supposedly speaking, understand it. None of these turds even will look like that. Like, Burger King will fly the gay pride logo, but Burger King Dubai, they're not flying it because it's all about money. They're selling their product by pretending to give a shit about an activistic topic. I guarantee not one of these fucking corporations gives half of a turd about any of these social issues. None of them care about BLM. They also don't care if BLM burns their Wendy's to the ground because they have fire insurance. So, you know, when the corporations sit by and nod their heads and smile politely as left-wing goofballs burn their own franchises, the small business didn't have the insurance. They love it when they riot. Now the small business competitors get completely canned. Those are the ones of black-owned businesses, especially in some of these inner-city areas. They're the ones that go bye-bye. Barnes & Noble will just rebuild. They don't care. Yeah, the Amazon shipping center, they'll just rebuild. Bezos doesn't care, of course. They pretend to be woke, and they make more money. And then they don't pretend to be woke on foreign language speaking variants of their Twitter handles or whatever, because it would take money away from them. Burger King wants you to believe that they care a whole lot about lesbian couples, but they don't want their fans in the Middle East knowing that. They don't want them in the Arabic language speaking pages. They're not going to fly the gay pride flag. If they had a whites only, imagine that there were a bunch of racist white people that built some 250,000 person metropolis out in the middle of Idaho or somewhere, and there was a Burger King there. That Burger King would be the only one that didn't have the BLM flag in front of it because they want the money. That's the only thing that it's about. By the way, the only way we're going to reverse this turd behavior is through boycotts. But most people are too lazy, too indulgent and materialistic. They're morons. So at least the corporations are taking the money and putting it somewhere where it can be useful, namely in the pockets of people who aren't going to squander it. Hopefully these morons have less money. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they spend themselves under a bridge, because they don't deserve to have money if they're such morons that they're willing to be taken in by such easily, transparently observable propaganda. You can look at the BK page, and then look at the BK page for Riyadh. Look at the BK page for Somalia or something like that. The gay pride flag's not there. I wonder why. It's because they don't care about activism. They care, the only act that they want is you give me money, I give you shitty product. That's what Walmart wants. That's what all of these sites want. Good. Peddle stupidity to the stupid. It's like smoking. No, we shouldn't restrict smoking, because the people they're going to smoke, by and large, they're being stupid. And they'll die younger. They'll have less kids. We've helped the gene pool some. The weak are weeded out by the process of evolution. If anything, we should encourage this. We're being dysgenic at some point when we save morons from themselves. Oh, gun control. Great example. Well, yeah, if people are criminally insane and try to shoot someone, all we need is to make sure someone else shoots them in return. If someone's stupid, they're playing around with the gun, they're like drunk and they're doing gun tricks, they shoot themselves in the liver, okay, that's good. Sell them another gun. I'd fail to see the fucking problem. That's about all. Peace out.